This video is on side, side, side triangles and trying to find the missing three pieces in a triangle. And we're going to be using law of cosines first. So step one is use the law of cosines to find the opposite angle of the longest side. So law of cosines for the longest side. Then step two is use the law of sines to find one of the two remaining acute angles. And then step three is to find that third side using the triangle sum theorem. So I want to go back to this slide in your notes. These are the three formulas for a squared, b squared, and c squared. Now we can manipulate those formulas. So I'm just going to focus on this one right here. We can rearrange the order of those terms to solve for the cosine of b. How it looks. The cosine of b equals, if we move those terms around, we're going to get a squared plus c squared minus b squared all over 2ac. And you can do the same thing for angle A or angle C. So this will be the formula we will use in our next example in that format. Okay, so here's our example 2. We have a triangle ABC. We have three sides that are given to us. We have a side, side, side triangle. We start with our longest side, which is 9. And we want to find the angle B that it's opposite to. So step 1, find B using the law of cosines, using the law of cosines. So the formula says the cosine of big B equals a squared plus c squared minus b squared over 2ac. Now we sub in the values. So cosine of big B, here's your a value, which is 6, your c value of 4, minus your b value of 9, over 2ac. You would substitute that into your calculator, the right side. You might want to simplify just the numerator first, and then the denominator second, like that. All right, now what we have is the cosine of b equaling that fraction. We need to use inverse trig. So we say b equals the cosine inverse, so it's that second cosine in your calculator, negative 28 over 48. And now we're going to go ahead and type that in. You can pause it if you'd like. And that angle B is about 53 degrees. Now look at this triangle. Does that make sense that this triangle looks like 53 degrees? No. We actually have to think of that angle B is our reference triangle. So to find that angle B, it's really considered an obtuse angle. So this is our reference angle when using our calculator. So our angle B, this is our reference angle. So the true angle B is 180 degrees minus that reference angle of 53. So you do that when you have obtuse angles. So that angle B is about 127 degrees. Again, feel free to pause, rewind if you need to do so. We're going to now go and do step 2 and 3. We're going to use the law of sines to find one of the acute angles, and then the triangle sum theorem. All right. It's getting a little busy here. So now we're set to do we have 127 degrees. I always say it's a good idea to label that 127 degrees. Now we have a pair. We have little b and big B. We're able to now use the law of sines. So to find one of the acute angles, you can either find angle C or angle A. So I'm just going to go and find angle A next. So we're going to find angle A, so we're going to work with side A. I'm going to add a slide here. So step 2, find angle A using the law of sines. So you set up your proportion equation. The sine of angle A over side A, the sine of B over side B. Sub in, angle A is unknown, side A is 6, sine of angle B, which is 127 degrees, that's what we found in step 1, and then side B, which is 9. We would cross multiply 9 sine of A, 6 sine of 127 degrees. Then you'd undo, you're going to isolate this sine of A. So you would divide both sides by 9. You would type it into your calculator. I'm rounding it here. 0.05324. Now we need to use inverse trig. So you're going to push that second sign, sine inverse of that decimal value. And A is about 32 degrees. So if we go back to that previous slide, we've now found this angle of 32 degrees. Our last step is to use our Triangle Sum Theorem to find angle C. So to find angle C, we subtract out angle A and angle B from 180 degrees. So we find angle C using the Triangle Sum Theorem. C equals 180 degrees, and you're subtracting out angle A and B. So angle A is 32 degrees, angle B 127 degrees. Excuse me. And then we have that as a rounded answer. So angle C is 21 degrees. Please email me if you have questions on this lesson.